What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and we're at it again with another video. In today's video, we'll be doing a tutorial on how to access battery information on the Google Pixel 5a 5G and reviewing battery and charging performance. Now for this video, I'll be including screenshots with timestamps so you can verify the information is accurate and factual. Now this device is featured on the Google Pixel playlist, so you can find information related to this topic quickly and easily. In previous videos, we unboxed the Pixel 5a 5G, installed a speaking case, and performed the initial startup. In upcoming videos, we'll be talking more about the 5a 5G as we use this device. Now today's video is filmed on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold3 and edited on the Google Pixelbook Go using the PowerDirector app from the Google Playstore. This allows us to put all the devices we reviewed through real-world usage so you can see real-world results. As always, we only feature products or services I buy, use, or am interested in. Now you can find these items at the Amazon storefront link in the description below. Don't have time to watch the whole video? We're now a podcast you can find on multiple platforms by searching for Pixels Cracked. And if you are listening to this on a podcast, you can find the more detailed video and channel by searching for Pixels Cracked as well. All things said, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's talk about how to access battery information. Now I've included a screen recording in this video so you could follow along. First, we'll swipe down from the top of the display twice. Now you'll see a gear icon towards the middle right of the display, and we're going to tap on that. Now this opens the settings list, and we're going to look for battery, and we're going to tap on that. So here we have our basic battery information, and it includes things like the percent of charge, about how much time is left, and then we've got some other options we could select. Now we're looking for detailed battery information, so you can see in the top right hand corner we have that line of 3 dots, and we're going to tap on that, and then an option will slide out called battery usage, and we're going to tap on it. Now this opens up a new page of more detailed battery information. You can see that we still have our percent of charge, how long the device was used, how much time remains, and then we get a list of apps and how much battery each of them were using. Now perhaps what's more useful than this is device usage, and that's going to list not only the apps and how much battery they're using, but also the system task and how much battery they're using as well. Now if we want to see full device usage, again we'll have that line of 3 dots in the top right hand corner. We can tap on that, and then you'll see an option slides out, and that's titled show full device usage, and we can tap on it. So again, this page lists device tasks as well as apps, and this list could be pretty long depending on how you're using the device. Now I'm using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold3 as my daily driver for the time being, but I'm going to return back to this because again, we're going to make more videos about the 5a 5G. This is just an excellent device, and we're going to say this early on in the video, it actually has incredible battery performance. Now before we jump into actual battery and charging performance, I want to say that this page is going to be extremely useful for detecting battery drain and then addressing it. Based on this, you can take the necessary steps to maximize battery performance or eliminate drain. So let's talk battery performance, starting with factory settings. Now again, the Pixel 5a 5G is a battery champion. Now for the first test, I took the 5a 5G off charge Monday morning and ended 16 hours later with 36% battery remaining. Now screen usage is also important, and you can see that we had 5 hours and 6 minutes. Now battery usage estimated I had about 10 hours left, and I could have possibly made it through the next day with some care and awareness, but I didn't want to risk it, so I did place the 5a 5G on charge for the night. Now this is where the 5a 5G gets exciting, and the next test performance increased even more. So for this next test, I ran the 5a 5G on battery saver. Now battery saver can be found by pulling down on the display twice and then tapping on battery saver. Now I took the 5a 5G off charge Tuesday morning and went all day that day, and then most of Wednesday, and ended at 6:50 p.m. Now this means the 5a 5G held charge for 1 day and 11 hours. Now, of course, we have to mention screen usage again, which came in at 8 hours and 3 minutes, which is impressive. Now, as you can see, screen usage estimated we had 53 minutes of device usage left. So needless to say, I had to put the 5a 5G on charge. Now, for the final test, I ran the 5a 5G on a mixture of battery saver and extreme battery saver. Now, I originally wanted to do this whole test on extreme battery saver, but I quickly found out that that was kind of a problem because extreme battery severely limits your device's potential. Now, extreme battery saver is extremely useful, don't get me wrong, but if you're someone who needs a device for productivity, extreme battery saver is going to be an extreme hurdle to being productive. However, there is a hidden benefit to use an extreme battery saver, and that is it forces you to cut down on your screen time because it kicks you out of apps to help conserve battery. Now, for this test, battery performance increased dramatically on the 5A 5G. Now, I took the 5A 5G off charge Friday morning and ended 2 days later on a Sunday morning with 15% remaining. Now, things get a little bit crazier because battery usage estimated I had 5 hours left on this device. Now, we still had a lot of screen usage as well. It was 8 hours and 10 minutes. Now, what's most important about this last test is that it occurred over the weekend, and ideally that's when we do more content viewing. Next, we have wire charge time for the 5A 5G, and that took about an hour and a half from 15% to 100%. Now, in case you didn't know, the 5A 5G doesn't feature wireless charging. Now, as I said in previous videos, I don't think wireless charging missing on the 5A 5G is a problem. Now, wireless charging is fascinating, but I consider it more of a luxury. And by today's standards, wireless charging is still relatively slow. For example, when I place the Z Fold3 on a wireless charger and it undergoes rapid wireless charging, it estimates that it's going to take about 3 hours to reach a full charge. That being said, I don't think it's a problem to use a cable and power adapter to charge the 5A 5G. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please leave a like. If you're watching this on YouTube and have any questions or comments, as always, drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Now, there are 3 ways you can support the channel and podcast. The first way is to click on the Amazon storefront link in the description below. There you'll find items that I have bought or would like to buy, and anything you buy from the storefront does support the content. The next way you can support us is just by sharing this content with someone who might enjoy it or find it useful. And the last way you can show your support is just by clicking the subscribe or follow button. Now, liking and subscribing are important. Those are your ways to vote on whether you like the video or the podcast. Liking and subscribing are also important for new viewers and listeners. If new viewers and listeners see likes and subscribers, they're going to think that the content is helpful, worth watching, and listening to. So that is pretty much it. And until next time, Leon checking out.
Yeah.